Imagine you're in labor and you need a C-section. There's only a candle to help the doctor see, and the doctor is not trained in childbirth, but none of the 4 obstetricians were available. At the end of the night, the baby is dead. We have a high infant mortality rate. Our biggest problem is that our brightest students are enticed to work in European countries, leaving us with fewer doctors, teachers, and business owners. My name is Anna Umaro. I have 4 siblings. My dad works in the cashew industry and makes $2 a day, and my mom also works in agriculture. 8% of our country's income comes from agriculture exports like cashews, papayas, and mangoes. On a typical day, I wake up at 6 a.m. I do my chores like cleaning my house, feeding animals, or collecting water. Then I get ready for school. My clothes are colorful, tie-dyed woven cloth. I walk 3 miles to school and study for 4 hours. We have a very poor education system. Usually people don't go to high school, and we have a very bad literacy rate of only 53%. Our government only spends around 12% of our economy on school. The government fails to pay teachers, which leads to many strikes. After school, I play games with my friends. When I get home, if there is extra water, I will wash myself with a bucket shower. My house is made of adobe, mud, straw, and wood. On average, 7 people live together. Dinner is usually fish, shellfish, fruits, and vegetables, which is very common food in Guinea-Bissau. I'm usually in bed at either 10 or 11. For a while, the country was run by the Mali Empire and the Kabul Kingdom until the 18th century when the Portugal Empire started to slowly take control. We gained our independence on September 24, 1973. We were the only country in West Africa who fought for their independence by protesting and war. In May 1999, we had a civil war because Brigadier General Maine wanted to take over the country but failed, and many lives were lost. There have been many coup attempts. 17 have been recorded. Not all of them were successful or even attempted. The latest coup was February 2022. Here in Guinea-Bissau, we have many religions. 46% Muslim, 31% folk religions, 19% Christian, and 4.4% other. We also have ethnic groups, which makes our country very diverse. There are no religious tensions because everyone has the right to their own religion. We hang Bahago art at home, a tribal art that is made by the natives of the Bahagos Islands, which also has pretty beaches and jungles. We speak French, Guinea-Bissau Creole, and Portuguese. We get fresh water from the Kufada Lagoons National Park. It is the best fresh water reserve in the country. We also have the Content Heights Forest National Park, which is one of the last remaining humid forests. There is a lot of gender inequality here. Women have a lot less opportunities for employment than men. 97% of women have experienced violence in the last 8 years, 86% in their homes. The major diseases are diarrhea, hepatitis A, typhoid fever, malaria, dengue fever, and rabies. My brother is currently struggling with malaria. Clean water is scarce, and we also have a lot of environmental issues like deforestation, soil erosion, overgazing, and overfishing. There is a lot of brain drain of medical graduates who move to other countries because Europe offers better income and living conditions. Our medical schools are not great, so we only have 3 pediatricians, 4 obstetricians, and around 34 midwives. Our healthcare is inconsistent depending on where you live, and many hospitals lose power regularly, so surgery happens under candlelight. Most of the doctors who do stay in Guinea-Bissau live and work in urban areas, leaving the 50% of our population in rural areas with less access to healthcare. The life expectancy at birth is 61.4 years. Our birth rate is 36 births per 1,000 people. Our infant mortality rate is 48 deaths per 1,000 live births, about 5%. My solution to these problems is getting help from other countries for learning opportunities and upgrading facilities and teachers. If we do that, then our doctors will be better educated and paid more so they stay here. We could then build more hospitals in rural areas so people don't have to travel as far. Guinea-Bissau faces many challenges, but one of the biggest problems is brain drain, losing the brightest to Europe for a better pay and living conditions. Guinea-Bissau is rich in natural resources, but is one of the poorest countries in the world.